This is the podcast before episode 3. The episode where everybody's going to be crying, probably. So,
Everyone's dead.
yeah. Alright, so, what's your guys' thoughts on or predictions for tonight's episode?
I think it can go in two ways. I think either the way I hope it doesn't happen is it goes to King's Landing for an episode, but
Just like a mislead, just like a...
yeah, like it blows it off like King's Landing. This is what happens, but I think it's just gonna be all out war. People are just gonna be dying. Main
I'm
characters
prepared.
killed off.
I'm prepared for a massive cliffhanger. I already know what's gonna happen.
I think every episode's a cliffhanger.
Yeah,
But this one might be
yeah.
Yeah,
massive.
this
I'll be like, it's gonna like come down to like someone's about to die, and then they're just gonna
Okay. So it's like a major character?
like
Just
a major character's like on the brink, like Arya's about like in the what do they call it, crypts or
Crypts.
something.
Uh-huh.
So that's what it looked like in that one trailer. And what if it just cuts off right there and you won't be able to know?
Okay. I think that it's gonna be just like the Battle of Winterfell, just because like they have all the trailers are just on, like the trailer for episode 3 is on Winterfell, so I don't know why they would go to King's Landing,
That's what
but
I think too.
like if they do, it's like
Curveball.
curveball, so
Yeah.
it's kind of good. It's kind of for their favor too, just to
That would
have
be
us,
kinda
have us
sweet,
more
though.
desperate to wait
Yeah,
another
yeah.
week, but.
So at this
Everybody
point-
be pissed. So
I think at
I'll-
this point, it's last couple episodes.
Yeah.
Like there's a huge battle. That's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
I think that the Night King will win. this
Yeah,
battle.
I don't know how it's gonna, because I don't think they're all gonna die, but I don't know how they're gonna like live if the Night King doesn't win.
But,
or if
like,
it wins.
I think that the Night King, he's got to be the bigger villain than Cersei. You know.
Yeah.
We've seen him since the beginning of season
It
1.
started. The whole series started out
With
with
the
the
White
White
Walker.
Walkers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the thing is like, most of the people at Winterfell right now are seeing that him as the biggest threat, but I
Yeah.
feel like Dany sees Cersei as the biggest threat in a way, because she's like, I think she's only doing it just so like
because
Jon
she
will-
has the throne.
yeah,
Mhm.
Jon
And she
will
has
bend the knee,
armies.
because if she doesn't have Jon's back, like Jon's what's it called? I don't know. Well, if Jon wouldn't have,
Like alliance.
yeah,
Mhm.
I feel like she's only doing it just for the alliance so that she has enough power to overthrow.
Yeah.
But
I think
I don't
she
know.
truly does love John, but
Yeah.
I don't know about.
I don't know about now.
You know, I don't know. Like, we didn't get to see what her true feelings were
Yeah.
about him saying that, so I don't know.
I definitely think she'll
I
see
think we'll
him
play.
as
I
a
think
threat.
this episode's gonna show like what she truly feels. Like
Yeah.
we're gonna see her emotions. Like
Yeah.
she could be at a point where she has to save people's lives, or she can just completely
the
dip
throne.
out and go get the throne with her dragons.
Something that I kind of noticed about like the trailer for this episode was that you didn't see the Night King at all, and you didn't hear the dragon.
And the reason, okay, so we'll go into that. My thoughts on it, because I don't think he's gonna use the dragon, because he wants to have more people to his army. If he burns all the living, he's not gonna have them on his army of the dead. You know, so like he can't raise them. He can't raise burnt bodies, or just he can't raise ashes from the ground. So I think he's gonna not be on Viserion. He's gonna be just on like a horse or something.
Yeah,
Or
Or he's gonna ride Viserion to get into
Winterfell.
Winterfell, the Godswood,
Mm-hmm.
and then attack Bran, which is their plan. But he's ended up gonna be just like walking in there, arrows coming at him. He's just,
Yeah.
they're all
I feel like, in a way, this plan is definitely not going to go according.
No,
like,
no,
there's no
no,
way.
no,
There's
no,
I
it's
think
no
the
way they're
Greyjoy.
just.
I think Theon's dead this episode.
I think he's gonna sacrifice himself.
I think. Yeah, I think he's.
Dude, that would be
maybe
something
for Bran.
that I could easily
And
see
Bran
that happen.
escapes, but I definitely think that.
I think it's gotta be for Bran. It can't be
think
for
so,
anybody
too.
else.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
Sansa.
I think it's gotta be
Yeah.
for one of them because
It's gotta be one of those two. But I think it's mostly.
it
gonna
has to be a
Bran.
Stark because that
Or
will
what if
complete his arc there. You know,
the
as a
Night
redemption.
King is throwing left flank out into King's Landing with the dragon?
Yeah, or he's just going down there to raise up all the
You
dead
know, it's the
from
Golden
all the
Company
wars.
and everything's down there with all their ships and stuff. Can just take them out real quick
Mhm.
and I don't know.
What about the crypt? Everybody.
Yeah,
The last
that's a big
episode
thing.
that happened. There was like 6 lines. People were like, "To save this place to be, it's to save this place."
But
to
then
Yeah, dude,
because
there's
the
no-
dead are in there, so
Well,
they could
what
raise
I'm
the
saying-
dead. That's
what
what
I'm saying.
thinking.
Like, how many of them can they raise? Because Ned Stark they can't raise. He's headless.
Yeah.
You know, and he's probably in ashes too,
Mm-hmm.
or not. I don't know.
I don't know how it
But,
works.
like, there's got to be certain limits to how many people can be raised, or maybe what if he's like a secret? The Night King is a secret Stark, and he knows the secret passage. I don't think he's a Stark, but that would really surprise me if he is. But like, because they always say that there's secret passages where they can leave and escape Winterfell if need be. And I think the heroes will, or the living will. But I don't know how much people will survive, or
I don't know. I still think that he is a Stark. I think he's Bran Stark still.
I just think it's
Bran Stark.
I think he's Bran. I still think he's Bran.
Yeah, I think Bran has a bigger role with the Night King than.
I think the evidence is just so stacked up against the Night King.
So
Bran.
the guy that plays Jaime Lannister, he had a interview with, I think, Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel, one of the two. I don't know. But they were going through predictions and what ones he's read or known about. And he's like, the Bran Stark theory. What do you think about that? He's like, I like that one a lot. That's like the one that everybody knows, and I really truly believe that one. And I was like, what? And then the whole crowd was like, huh? And then he's like, no, I'm just kidding.
What I like about this show so much is that like everything's just so up in the air, and like you really don't you can't really predict anything. Like
it's all speculation.
Yeah, most shows you can like kinda like think of something that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like you kinda have like a 50-50 shot in your mind for most shows, but this one it's like anything could go. Like it makes sense.
What if there's gotta be like 2 more curveballs coming this season. Like there's gotta be a portrayal of some sort.
Yep.
And maybe like Bran Stark finds another secret truth of maybe the Night King, or you know how Aerys Targaryen, the Mad King, says like burn them all.
Yeah.
Or maybe he just got like possessed by Bran by saying to like
kill the White Walkers
and burn them all.
That makes so much.
And then also
I was like, because he all of a sudden he just got mad out of nowhere.
Yeah, and then also the one that built the wall itself was Bran the Builder.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, it makes more sense.
Yeah, he's Bran the Builder now. And obviously his name's Bran.
That would make so much sense if, like, all of a sudden he just goes mad over it. Like, I don't know. Like, I think the King has, like, the Mad King has so much more of
story.
Like, I feel like he has so much more of a role now that you say that. Like, that makes so much sense.
Because the story is that he just went mad out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd also like to see more on that, because, like, we've seen, like, little snippets of, like, him burn them all. Yeah, like, we've seen, like, what, a tiny, like, we literally seen him say burn them all. And
like
that
when
was pretty
Bran
much
Stark
it.
touched, like, the weirwood tree, or that was called? Yeah, and then you saw, like, a vision, and it was season 5 or 6, something like that. And you could see, like, a dragon flying over King's Landing, like the shadow of the dragon flying over King's Landing. We haven't seen that yet. We haven't seen that vision yet.
Yeah.
So maybe that'll be Daenerys. I think it's gotta be Daenerys because the shot was in daytime.
Mm-hmm.
And because the Night King brings a storm,
yeah,
it would be nighttime if the Night King was flying over King's
What
Landing.
What was that, like, little red, like, comet thing in the sky when Bran was like that wolf?
Okay, so that was like the dragons are born. That's when the dragons were born.
Like when she got out of the fire, then they saw that.
Oh, okay. Because I thought that might have had something, but never mind.
But yeah, that was just like the whole meaning of that, because like the dragons are born, and it was like a shooting star, as in it like resembles like like an egg flying in, like a dragon egg or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like the people there believe that like they used to live in like the sun or something. And
All right, should we move on to? All right, death predictions on the living side.
I think there's definitely gonna be some people in the crypts.
I think it's gonna be like half people dead. And
Tyrion for sure, dude.
I don't think Tyrion's dead.
I don't think he's dead either.
I hope not.
Okay, what Game of Thrones does best is that you can tell. I mean, you can't really tell, but like right now we can tell whoever is dead is probably gonna be Theon.
Yep.
Brienne of Tarth. Because she just became a knight, she became everything she wanted to. She fulfilled all her promises.
Yeah,
I think honorably as a leader.
I think that'll screw with like.
I think Jaime's alive.
Dude,
Tyrion's alive.
I think that's gonna screw with Jaime, and I think it might affect the way like
and
Cersei.
Tormund, I think Tormund's dead too.
I think Tormund's dead.
I don't want him to at all.
Dude, what if Tormund dies trying to save Brienne?
Yes,
dude?
That's what I'm trying to say.
That makes so much sense.
Exactly. I was going to go into that because,
I think Grey Worm's dead too.
I think Grey Worm's dead.
But as we were talking, I think Grey Worm's gonna go out like White Walkers all around him. He's just gonna go
Just
out
go-
bad.
just go-
They kill like 50
Yeah.
of them before he dies.
Dude,
Or like, cause like they gotta close the gates at one point. Cause you know how like in Hardhome, they close the gates of like all the wildlings are trying to get in,
Yep.
try to get to safety. They close the gates and they're all trapped out there and they get all killed and turn into whites.
Yeah, I remember that.
Maybe it's like the same thing that happens in Winterfell and they close the gates and Grey Worm's just like the last one out there.
Yeah.
And he's just like fighting them all off.
he's
trying to
like
hold
close the door, like go without me type thing.
Yeah.
Like if he
Go.
didn't do that,
it. Yeah, he's like
Go.
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 Yeah, so
I think that like, I think it would be kind of funny, but like sad at the same time. Like, Brienne in like trouble or something, and like Tormund and
I got
Jamie
you,
are
babe.
like fighting over like who's gonna save her in a way.
Yeah.
Like, that would be like, I don't know. I can see that.
I think Tormund's been going like they all gotta go out in a certain way. Like Tormund's gonna be going ham, just like do like his normal.
So you know what, like, you know what I think might, like, is a possibility, is you don't really see Arya scared too much, but what if it's like a Stark
Like
risen?
Rickon.
Yeah, like what? Because you said they're buried in the.
Yeah,
Okay.
so he didn't get burned. His body was buried because you
Yeah.
see him in the end of the Battle of the Bastards, like walking away on like on a stretcher,
Yeah,
and like John looks over at him. You can see him just all with arrows and
yeah,
he's like trampled and
Yeah.
everything, and then he gets buried. So what if like he is risen from the dead?
mm-hmm.
So I think
Because I don't think she would be like. I mean, yeah, there's White Walkers, but she knew this was coming. But it'd be different if it's like your brother or your dad. I don't. He's burned though, right? So I don't know.
what about Beric Dondarrion, the
Flame sword.
flame
Yeah,
sword?
I
I think
he-
he's dead, but he's gonna die saving a Stark or
Yeah.
resurrecting a Stark.
I think he's gonna die something like that, and then
Because like in the books, he gives the kiss of life or something like that.
Yeah, it's not.
He kisses, gives his life to Catelyn Stark.
Mhm.
She becomes like just super evil and seeks vengeance against all the people that did terrible
Mm-hmm.
things for her family. That's like what Arya is doing. I think Arya will die,
You think so? Oh, then Hook.
and then she'll get resurrected.
I don't think Arya's dead though.
I don't think she's dead. I think she's gonna
Yeah,
go.
he's
She's
right.
gonna get
I feel like she
badly
won't die
injured,
at
but she's
all.
gonna
I don't
die.
think so either.
I don't think she's gonna
die
be
at all
like
either.
because I think the one thing is I wonder is like Sansa though, like she's kind of like hopeless, like not like I mean not like
I think
what's
she
she
can't
gonna do?
fight.
Like yeah, what's she gonna do? I guess I don't know. That's what most of the people in the crypts are though, but
But her like story arc is not done yet.
No.
I think she's alive. I think Arya, she's gonna get badly injured, or she's gonna get she's not gonna be dead, but I think she's gonna like die and then be resurrected.
or what if what's his name like I could see a
The
lot of
Hound.
people going and
What
saving
about the
her.
Hound?
I
The
think the
Hound
could
or
save
the
her.
Baratheon.
I think the Hound is alive. I
You
think
think so?
he has.
He
He
has
has
to
the
kill
mountain to
them.
He
fulfill
has
the
to-
story arc.
Yes, and like my theory is that how the Hound dies is because Arya's gonna finish her kill list, and all the people on her kill list are actually dead, and the Hound is part of that list.
Yeah, and she's
And
gonna.
I think
kill
she's
him
gonna kill
with
him
honor, like
with mercy.
with mercy. Yeah.
Yeah. She's like stab him right in the heart because he was like always telling her, like you know where the heart is, right? He said that like maybe 3 times to her,
Yeah,
and then I think she's gonna be like he's gonna be like, you know where the he's like
yeah.
she already knows what he's gonna
Uh-huh.
say. So something like that. Like there's so much
I
foreshadowing
think
in the
there's
show.
gonna.
Yeah,
I
that's.
think
But
there's
that's the thing too. They'll like throw foreshadowing at you, but then you're like, "Oh yes, this is gonna happen." But then they like,
It's like
But
just
then
totally.
But then
go-
Ned Stark dies.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
That's true though. Like in this show, there's the plot armor is very weak with people.
Yeah.
They don't have very strong plot armor. Like Star Wars, like they got some strong plot armor.
More stronger than
Yeah, like they got strong plot armor.
That's
but
what-
here, like they don't really have much plot armor.
That's why I think this show does so good is because like you think, like every show is gonna their main character will somehow get out of something, and then all of a sudden Ned Stark's just whoosh, gone.
Yeah.
Like you think, maybe someone's gonna like shoot an arrow or something at like the executioner, but nope, his head's off.
Yep.
like
he's dead.
yeah, they do. That's why they do so good with
And
throwing.
then there's
like,
the
curveballs
Red
and
Wedding,
stuff.
and then
Yeah,
everyone dies. Just
Yep.
Rob.
yeah. You're like,
Only one
there's
that
no way they'll
survives-
kill all these.
Only
things.
one that survives is the one that was gonna go take a piss.
Yeah,
which was
exactly.
the Blackfish or
Blackfish. Yeah.
Lord Tully, whatever.
Like, yeah, you think, there's no way they're gonna kill all these people off in one little episode, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden,
Right.
like, yep, you're all slaughtered, stab the baby.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too mad about that anymore because Arya, like, she redeemed herself.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that was like
That was one of the.
that was
one
yeah.
of the
She avenged
best
them.
scenes. That was one of the best, my favorite scenes.
You gotta
ever.
kill if you don't kill one of the wolves, the sheep don't. I don't remember.
She's
She's
like-
like safe or something.
The lone I forget, yeah, but That was good. Another death that I don't want to happen but could. Gendry.
I think Gendry.
I think he's
I
safe.
think he's safe.
For the story, he's got to be safe. But for a shock factor, I think he's gonna die.
He just swings his father's hammer. Like,
Yeah. I don't want him to die because like he's got to be. He's the last Baratheon. He's got to further the family line.
Yeah.
But what if like another prediction, like a theory on the hall, all ends is like there's no family left.
Yeah, actually,
It's just all lowborns.
I saw this really interesting theory. I'm not sure who it was by, but he predicted that most people were going to die, but the person that was going to take on the Iron Throne was Jon Snow's dead, right? And Dany's dead, but after she has a kid. And then he'll be the heir to the Iron Throne.
I like that.
yeah.
They both died, but then you get to see...
But it's got to be so like they got to survive. They both got to or Daenerys has got to survive the long night because she's gonna have a baby now. She doesn't even know she's pregnant yet.
Yeah, I know.
So what about?
I think Daenerys and Jon are alive in the end.
I think one of them goes.
But if
I think it might result in like.
there's got to be a time jump somewhere in the show. And maybe what if like
Dragon
they defeat
fight.
the Night King in episode 4 or something like that. Episode 5 is at the Battle of King's Landing, and then episode 6 is like a time jump, and like
Trying to
they
figure
finally go fight Cersei
Mm-hmm.
in episode 6. Like episode 5 is like the battle, like the final battle versus the Night King, and then episode 6 is like there's like a time jump
Yeah.
for them preparing the battle against, Cersei,
Yeah.
and then they finally defeat her or whatnot.
Here's a crazy one. What if, like, not Cersei, Dany just goes rogue like her father all of a sudden, just like, they defeat Cersei or something, and then she's just like, burn them all. And Jon's like, no, you can't do that. They both hop on dragons, and they're all fighting each other, having a good old dragon joust. That would be funny.
That's crazy. I'd get pissed.
What about, Sex God Pod out here?
Oh, Podrick Payne?
I think he's dead, but...
Sex God Pod.
I think he's
I love
gonna
Pod.
die.
Or he sacrifices himself for Brienne.
Maybe he sacrificed himself for Tyrion.
Ooh, yeah.
Because...
I like that better.
Because, he's been with Tyrion.
I easily-
Tyrion was his
I think you're
love,
gonna.
yeah, Tyrion loves him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna see him like be kicking butt like out here. And Brienne's gonna be like,
He's gonna be like,
That's
Tyrion's
horrible.
gonna about to die. He's like, Tyrion. He's like, you were, and then Tyrion will say some like really
wise.
memorable wise line.
Yeah.
Like,
You never told me your secrets on how the girls.
He's like,
Yeah.
he's like,
Pod, wait. It's like, yeah, Lord, my lord. You forgot to tell me how you satisfy a woman.
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be funny.
It'd be a shock factor, but then
Yeah.
comedic relief.
like if Tyrion's dying, he's like, I didn't expect to die this way. I expected to die with a girl.
Yeah.
And the girl's cold
Yeah.
on my mouth.
Wait, what did you just say?
That's what he said. He said,
You just said it backwards.
oh yeah.
Girls cock around my mouth. Just said. Mouth around my ear. That was
Girl's cock around my mouth.
Cut that out. Cut right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, please cut that out.
Okay. All right. Let's move on from that. What about like the Night King's army and how he's going to use it? Like how?
I think there's gonna. I just seriously think.
I just
a
think they're just
massive-
gonna keep on marching.
I
They're
think-
gonna fall in the pits and just keep on marching.
I think it's going to
marching.
happen. There's just be just a swarm.
That's
a
what I
swarm.
think
You know,
too.
like in the movie
They-
World
there's
War
some-
Z,
Yeah,
They
yeah.
have like they're like ants and just like climbing up the wall.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gonna be like the same thing. Just like,
Yeah.
like they're
There's
all
just-
just gonna.
There's really no
They're
strat.
just
to the
gonna
Night King.
swarm and swarm.
There's
and
literally
swarm.
just like that pit is just gonna fill up with all these dead bodies. They
And
can
they'll
just
just keep
walk
walking
on
over
it.
there. Yeah, I think
Exactly.
that's
Like how they did with the ice, like they just kept walking on it. But like, see, then though, like he wasn't like pushing his army because he knew they would die.
yeah.
So like, I think, I don't know. I just know there's gonna be a massive curveball with that whole
So, like,
Night King and everything.
Winterfell is all surrounded by like a fire pit.
Yeah,
You just gotta
exactly.
light it up. I think like
The
there's gotta be like a gap somewhere that's like
like a hole, a
open.
breach.
There's gotta be something that's open for the White Walkers to get through, and I think they will. They're just gonna swarm that area,
Yeah,
and they're just gonna just
Maybe.
flood
kind of like
everything.
Infinity War.
Yeah,
Flood through the shield or whatever.
yeah.
But
So,
or you could just whip that dragon out real quick, go through that. Cause is it ice or is it fire still? That
It's
he's
fire.
used- it's okay, never mind.
Yeah.
But
I don't think he's going. I don't think it'll be smart for the Night King to use his
Yeah.
dragon against, the
Yeah.
living because
Yeah.
like if he uses his dragon against them, then
He doesn't want to kill them. He wants
He
to
doesn't-
take them.
yeah, you want to take them. as his own.
And that's another thing we don't know. We don't know if Dragonfire can kill White Walkers either.
Yeah, no, we don't know that.
So I wonder if the dragons will get utilized in the battle.
Yeah, I don't know if
Wait,
So
didn't she
we-
use it though in the?
She said
the whites.
Yeah, she said
but not
that.
the
She
White
said.
Walkers.
Oh yeah, I forget they're different.
Mhm.
The White Walkers like the generals of the
Yeah. The whites are just the
You know, the
Yeah,
army.
the skeleton,
zombie
half
people.
half rotten.
Yeah.
things. The White Walkers are.
The slaves.
Yeah, the slaves, but the White Walkers are like.
Alright, well that cut out. Okay, so. Alright, what's your predictions on just like the episode after this, or just like the episodes entirely after this? Like, what's your prediction on the end?
All you, Parker.
We'll go on the line.
I don't know.
Can you repeat
the
question?
What's your prediction on the end?
At
On
the
the
very
end?
end or next episode?
Like the story to come. Like, what's the flow? What's
I
what
don't
do you think is
know.
gonna happen? We go from episode to episode. We want to do that?
Yeah,
Sure.
What do you think's happening next episode?
Okay, next episode after this, I think it's gonna be the heroes of the story, the ones we follow, are gonna just fall back, retreat, and I think they're gonna go to either Dragonstone or Pike, because Yara went back to take Pike Iron Islands,
Yep.
and we saw in the trailer, and we haven't seen the scene yet, and it's where Daenerys is sitting in front of a fire pit, and it's the one that looks like from Dragonstone, or it's the one that
Yeah.
looks like from Pike. So
Yeah.
they gotta eventually fall back to one of those places.
Yeah, I think it would just be more
Just
I
like
can
a
see it.
regain.
I think it would be like
Yeah.
a regain and then
like aftermath type
a regain and then King's Landing stuff.
strategy.
Like I think it's going to be just like the strategy, just like to give them everything we got.
Yeah, either they somehow defeat them in this one episode, and they go back and like try to regain because Cersei's gonna pull some crap and probably like try to attack. So they're gonna probably try to figure some strategy out, or it goes, they took a massive L and they're trying to regain before the White Walkers come back. And
Mhm. What about like Melisandre?
is that
When
the witch?
She went to Valantis to get, I guess.
Oh yeah, I think she's coming back though.
She's
No,
got to come
she
back
is.
with an army, right?
Mm-hmm.
She might, yeah.
She's got to come. She's got to come back with a ton of people.
With
or, like,
something.
she's got to come back
Yes.
with something.
Because John's like, I never want to see you again. Next time they see you, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
But maybe
Yeah,
if
and
she
she
brings
said she
something
was
of
gonna
worth-
die. Didn't she say she was gonna die in King's Landing?
She's got to die in this strange place,
Yeah.
which is Westeros. So
Yeah,
she's got to die.
she's-
So
from-
yeah, she probably watch her get
What
like
if she's the one that has to bare her breasts to make a Lightbringer, like the Azor Ahai prophecy?
Uh-huh.
Like Jon Snow has to take a sword and
Put it in
like,
her.
put it in the chest of someone he loves, or just he has to make a sacrifice of
Yeah.
some sort, and a sacrifice
The
that's like
soul song.
meaningful.
yeah.
Yeah. So like, I think she's gonna die
Mhm.
for that reason, or she's gonna like burn alive some way. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't think she's gonna die of like some kind of trial or nothing like that. She's gonna die in some kind of like prophecy. Like she's
She's
gotta
gonna fulfill
fulfill.
her prophecy to finish her story.
Yeah, man,
She's the one that brought up Azor Ahai to these characters.
Yeah.
I think she's the one that fulfills it.
Yeah.
So you
like
think if the
steps.
Azor Ahai is true? Like,
I think it's got to be true in some way. I don't think it's true where I don't think it's going to be where he has to kill Daenerys because he doesn't truly love her now. You know,
yeah.
because like she's
Dude, that's gonna be such
Yeah.
a big conflict. I just know it.
Yeah, I think.
so it's got to be some sort of sacrifice. I don't know the exact term and what the true meaning is of Azor Ahai, like how you get to fulfill it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Melisandre is going to give her life for that.
Mhm. Yeah, there's so many, like, my head's, like, spinning just about how many branches are off on this last season of, like, how many things could go different, and, like, there's just so many different things that could go one way or another.
Yeah.
Like,
So freaking hairy.
there's
Yeah,
two
no.
fights going on, and that could go completely opposite ways. I don't know.
Hey, buddy. Oh, what the? Oh, buddy. That's all good. Huh?
All right.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Okay, so episode 5 then. Episode 5 has got to be the next battle.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
preparing. They're either preparing or they're already getting into it.
So say they don't defeat the Night King in this episode. I think they're gonna defeat the Night King with Cersei. And then while that battle's going on,
She's gonna pull
just
some.
make a second battle within you know, the palace.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I think like Arya, the Hound, and maybe Jaime are gonna go on a secret mission to go kill Cersei.
Yeah, the Queen Slayer.
I think that's the episode
Dude.
that Jaime kills Cersei.
The
Yeah.
Queen Slayer, the Mad
Kingslayer?
Queen.
And the Kingslayer.
I think it would, you know.
Queen Slayer and the King Slayer.
Yeah.
Dude,
It's only
that would
right
be
if he
so,
does it, you know.
Like, I just want to see like everything, like, kind of how.
Like he's killed 2 mad people.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I kind of want to see it like blow up in her face, like
No, no.
surprise on her, like
He's gonna like.
kind of how you know when the what's her name died, the old lady.
Oh, yeah,
she's
yeah,
like
yeah.
I killed Joffrey, like
She's
that
like,
type of
she's
reaction.
like,
Oh,
yeah, I
yeah.
didn't act. She's like, yeah, Lady Atlanta. She's like, yeah, I'm really sorry about that. I didn't know the poison worked like that. He's like, what? He's like, it's a terrible thing what I did to him.
Yeah, she's like,
Well, I think
I never
yeah,
thought it would work that way.
I kind of
Yeah,
wanted to
I
happen
think
like
it was that way.
Jamie's reaction, but in the opposite. Like Cersei's like, wait, what? And then he's
Speaking, I really didn't want to do this.
yeah,
Babe, come on.
kind of like how Arya just ended it real quick for Littlefinger.
Oh yeah.
Just like
She just straight up
no
walked.
mercy. He's,
Yeah.
He's like, Sansa, please.
Yeah.
Gone.
But like, what about Bronn? Like he was
Oh
paid.
yeah, Sir Bronn.
He was already paid gold prior to
Said he already
kill
had.
Tyrion and Jaime. He was to kill both
I
of
feel
them.
like
I think he's not going to.
I
because
think
he said to Jaime in
Yeah, I
season
remember
7,
that.
like
yeah,
he
gold.
already has as much gold.
just
as
wants a
needs.
castle
He just
now.
needs a castle.
yeah.
So I think that the gold he earns from Cersei, he's just gonna take it and not gonna do anything with it.
Actually, I think he might like be like about to kill. He's like, can't do it.
I think he's
Can't
just,
do it to you.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
He's gonna dip.
I think he's just gonna go up and straight up tell him like, yeah, like your sister told me to kill you
So
guys.
it's just kind of.
Jamie like
But, like-
blocks the arrow with his gold hand, and then Bronn's like, oh yeah.
And
all
the
these
trailer was
memories.
the hand, James' hand.
That's just like, you see like Needle in there, you see a long
Yeah,
claw in there,
no,
but I don't
that's-
think that's.
You don't think anything's gonna come of that?
No, I think it's just like.
Propaganda bait.
Yeah.
Like hype, I guess.
hmm I think that's what it
Kind of
was.
like some of like the teaser trailers. It was like in the crypts, you know, like
Yeah, that's
Just
you don't
hype.
ever see that scene.
Yeah.
Just,
just like hype, you know.
yeah, just marketing.
Marketing,
So.
yeah.
All right. The last episode's got to be a time jump of some sort.
You think so?
And I think this title's got to be like
Song of Ice and Fire.
Everlasting Summer, Everlasting Spring, or whatever.
Mhm. What was the first episode? It's called Winter is Coming, right?
I think so. Yeah.
The last one could be Winter has ended or something like,
Like,
that.
Yeah, or summer.
Summer is here.
Summer is coming.
I think like Endless Summer would be cool.
The endless summer.
Yeah.
The long summer.
Because like if they defeat the Night King, there's no more winter.
Mm.
Yeah.
So, because like every time there's winter, it's because like he gets closer to the wall
Yeah.
and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I think that'd be kind of cool if they do that, just like an endless summer, or just like summer is here, or something like that. That'd be kind of cool.
Mhm.
All right, so what do you guys think about the story so far? What do you think about the plot? What do you think about like the flow of the story so far? Some people are complaining that the first episode was way too fast, second episode was way too slow. I think it's perfect.
I think it's gone smooth. I don't really think
I
there's
think-
too bad.
I think it's
yeah.
perfect because they have
I
6
think-
episodes and they're doing a good job. Of
Yeah.
I think you need to have a slower episode like that
Yeah,
before a
episode
huge
2,
battle
like-
because this episode you can like with that slow it cannot be another slow episode or
Yeah.
people will get bored. So it's gonna be a very high paced episode and that was like the perfect flow, slow and then
You could just
battle. You know,
you
like,
could just
it's gonna be
feel
a
the
battle.
tension, just like with Sansa and like Dany, like when they were in that, and you just feel that like
Yeah.
everything was just
Yeah.
tension building up, and then it'll kind of be like a release with this battle, but then it'll kind of build up again.
I just think the first episode was like it was fast. It was like, oh, this is a good intro. You know,
Yeah.
you get to see like the evil, which is like Cersei. Then you get to see, you know, just like your heroes arrive. How it's so
Yeah.
cool how they arrive. Like it's like the first scene of when King Robert arrived at Winterfell. Just like the same thing. But episode 2, I think it was just so satisfying. Just like seeing.
Their
everything
character,
about it. I
their
think-
character arc's like starting to
I think.
fold over.
I think
a
like
little bit,
one
you know?
word you could say to describe episode 2 is just satisfying.
Mhm.
And episode 1, I don't know, just I don't know. It was a
Happy
good
to be
show.
back.
Yeah. So
Waited a year and a half. You know?
and then episode 3, disappointment. No.
It's gonna be so 55 nights all the ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, 55 nights with a bunch of backlash.
Yeah. That would suck though. It's like the worst battle scenes.
Yeah.
Battle.
The lamest thing, they're like, hey, we spent 55 days filming this one
Yeah.
episode.
I don't think it'll go bad at all.
No, I don't.
It's
I don't think
Game of
there's
Thrones. They're
ever
gonna get
been.
it. They have to get it.
There
right.
has never been an episode that I have said like this is an awful episode.
Yeah, every single episode I love. That's what I like about the
Like
show.
it doesn't matter. Like usually every show there's an episode that I'm like this is too boring. This is not good. You know like almost the last 2 seasons of The Walking Dead. I'm just like. Okay,
Yeah.
this isn't very good, but
Yeah.
but I've never had that with this. Like,
Yeah, this show is just
this
perfect.
is good.
Yeah, like they always have like it. There's always another problem building up. Like in the beginning, it was like tension, and then like Ned starts that, and then it kind of went down, and then all of a sudden Joffrey's like mad, like
Yeah, it's
stupid.
like every
then he dies.
every episode, every 9th episode, some major character dies.
Yeah,
so
like
I think it's
Joffrey's
episode
gone.
5 in this one, some major characters gonna die.
Mhm.
Yeah, like Joffrey died, and then it was like start of like the White Walkers were starting to like form, and
Mm-hmm.
then they kind of started building off of that with little side tension, but
Okay. Alright, so what do you guys final predictions on tonight's episode? What do you think is gonna happen? Not like the plot or anything like that, just like what do you think is expected on your personal emotion? And what do you think it's gonna end like? Do you think you're gonna be like just like sad or
I feel like it's gonna be like bittersweet, kind of. Just like there's
like
gonna.
there's gonna be hope?
I feel like there will be hope. Like something's like going wrong with like the White Walker side. Like something like they have a chance of actually defeating the White Walkers. You know, I think it'll end off with like that hope you have of them defeating. But then you also feel like a
I
little
think
bit of sad, like with something happening. You know.
I
Yeah.
think that we're gonna might like in my like not prediction but like personal what I want to happen. Like we might find something else out, like
Some other
some
secret.
crazy secret out, and then that's how it ends off. But
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that. Because the thing is, I want a lot of like as you said like the Mad King more backstory, but they just don't have the time
Yeah.
to give it to
I
us.
would
you
so
know?
love like a sequel in a way, just to see like the
Like-
Robert's Rebellion and everything. That would be so
Oh,
cool. Like
like a
seeing
prequel?
him in like
You're pretty cool to them.
yeah,
Yeah.
like pretty like that would be seeing him in action and everything. That would be so.
They had the actors like for Ned Stark,
Yeah, they did.
like in the flashbacks. They
Yeah.
could use him. for
well,
Ned
if
Stark.
he's because that was a while ago, but
Yeah,
like he
that was,
could.
season 5.
But like seeing like Robert in the shape and like not being fat, and swinging his hammer around.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
sweet.
because he was
And
like
then
super. He was like super buff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was, like,
huge
huge.
because
guy.
like in the first season, and he was like, "Oh, you got big, all that wine
He
drinking."
got
and
him
stuff.
wider.
He's like, yeah, I'm just drinking and on my way to an early grave.
Yeah, yep. He's like, I want you to run my kingdom for me.
He's like, I didn't even want the place. I just
Yeah.
wanted to kill Targaryens.
Yep. So I think Jon Snow is like the perfect character. Cause like, and I think it's gonna. He's always like the most honorable person
Mhm.
in the show, or he tries to be.
He doesn't care about the titles. He cares about the
And I think
people.
like the ending is when he's gonna give everything he has. He's not gonna like kill the Night King in an honorable way. He's gonna do whatever he can to defeat the Night King.
Mhm.
So like you know how, like people like spit in his face. So like that's like not honorable.
Or like when
Like,
he did the honorable thing of letting the wildlings in and they killed
Yeah.
him afterward. you
Yeah.
know?
He's just being like a respectful person, and I think he's just gonna like forget about all the honor and all that stuff. He's just gonna full on kill the Night King in whatever way he can,
Mhm.
and that might bite him in the butt later on, but we'll see.
I don't know. Bran is just such a confusing thing to me because like he could be the Night King, he could have like ties, he could have like all the I don't know. There's so
I
many.
just think I don't think he's like
There's so
it's
many.
hard.
Yeah, it hurts your brain thinking
because
about.
like is his plot done? Is his story arc done? Because I don't think so.
No,
He's got more information.
I feel like he's got such a big role coming up, but I also think that he's got nothing. They just kill
But,
him
like,
off.
that's
and,
what I think is gonna happen. It's gonna be like a shock factor. Like they just kill him off, and like you think his story arc is not done yet, and that's how it's gonna end.
Uh-huh.
Like
Yeah,
like some people just getting cut short of that.
but didn't like. Okay, so if he were to die, couldn't he like transfer like his conscience into like an animal? Like remember when
like Morgan something before he dies.
Yeah, like remember when that guy, when
The
Jon
wildling?
Snow killed the wildling and he turned into the
raven
eagle.
or eagle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
an
eagle.
eagle attacked him. Like I think, what if he turns? Because isn't there one dire wolf left? It's Jon's. and
And Arya's is left too.
Mm-hmm.
and he could like
what if they
turn,
show up in battle?
dude, like
Pack
he could
of
turn
wolves,
into one of them.
That'd be sick.
That would, yeah, I could
Like he works into ghosts, maybe.
I feel like they would know, like they would somehow know that it's him too. Like he could, I don't know. I just think that something like that will easily, if Bran dies, he's gonna turn.
Well, how's he gonna like transfer the information to them? That's the only part.
Yeah, that's the
Can't really
thing.
to be like, wait,
Well, like you would know that
Yeah.
that's like you would know that that's
like it's
that
him. But
when
like,
John
you don't
killed that one guy, you knew that because the eagle was just attacking the crap out of
know,
him.
yeah, like you know it's him, but you don't know
Yeah.
what he's trying to say to you.
Mm-hmm.
But man,
Just so many things in there. This could happen. I'm so
Alright.
excited for it.
I'm excited.
7 minutes.
We're super hyped right now, but when this episode's done, we're gonna be just. I feel like we're
What?
just gonna be
Heartbroken.
heartbroken. Like, oh, another person. Do you think Jorah is gonna die?
I don't think so.
I don't think he's gonna
I
die.
think Jorah's dead.
I think he's
Jorah
gotta
Mormont?
die in a part where he's like close to Dany.
What about Viserys?
Who's that again?
Bald guy.
Oh, no, I don't think he's dead.
Oh.
He's gotta die, but I
He
think he's
didn't
not
die. I
gonna.
don't think he's dead yet.
I don't think he's dead yet. It's like he hasn't said a single word yet this season. Oh no, he has.
He's like,
Not
Tyrion
some
like
point.
made fun of him. He's like, well, at least
Yeah.
you don't have balls to something to freeze.
Yeah.
Or like, yeah. Funny.
He's,
Go balls
he can't.
for free.
He can't die.
Yeah.
Oh, what about Lady Mormont, the little girl? I think she's gonna die.
That would be whack.
I think like she's gonna die because like she's in the front lines though, and like she's a little girl. She thinks she's tough,
Yeah.
Yeah, she thinks she's
but
like.
like I think she's just gonna die. It's gonna be like a shock factor. And,
Uh-huh.
She's gonna be one of the first to go. Like no, she's probably just like trampled on.
Just walked over.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like that one
Just like
kid
the most
that in the
brutal
first
way ever. It's gotta
episode,
be
just
super horrific.
the what's the kid's name? The one that died in the first episode,
They
the
got his head
messenger.
chopped off.
No, it was like the kid who was like on the wall and he started screaming. In the first episode of the season.
The kid?
Remember the kid that like was like, we need more troops, and then they went there and looked at it, and he was like on the wall, and he started screaming after.
Oh, that kid. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the first episode of like
Yes,
the
No,
first
I-
season.
so did
no,
I,
I was
yeah.
like first episode of this season.
Okay,
so
okay,
Yeah.
alright. I was like,
That kid was screaming on the wall, like or whatever.
yeah,
Just, like-
little Ned Umber.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can definitely see them killing another kid off after they did that.
Yeah, I can see them killing little Lady Mormont.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see Lady Mormont dying too.
I think Jorah Mormont's gotta like fulfill like I think he's gotta be like the new Lord Commander of the Night's Watch.
Yeah.
I think that'd be so cool if they do that.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about the current Lord Commander of the Night's Watch?
Oh, Ed.
Yeah.
I think he's
Ed.
dead.
I think Ed's
He's
dead
like the
too.
long hair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the one that always roast Sam.
Yeah.
That was like,
He's like
if you get a girl, if you got a girl and
you killed
You killed the
Thenn,
first
White Walker.
you killed the first White Walker, Thenn, got
Yeah.
a girl,
We're
we're screwed.
Yeah.
We're screwed.
yeah.
That was funny.
He's like if the Lord or like the God of some sort is like trying to, hint to us something.
Yeah.
Like
We're
you're
screwed.
the one that's like doing all this. We're screwed.
Mhm.
All right. That'll be it. That'll be the end of the podcast. Thanks for watching and listening. And see you.
Adios.